Hello, darkness, my old friend. What is up, guys? DJ Eastwood here, run it back, home of the most brutally honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but some people actually still think the Sixers have a shot after going down 3-0 to the Boston Celtics. You gotta be kidding me. I couldn't leave you guys hanging. You know I couldn't leave you hanging. I gotta do this. I gotta do these last two games. You guys showed me love the whole season, before this season, the start of the season, during the pandemic, on the restart. You guys showed me love, so I gotta give you these last two. I gotta give you these last two episodes, man. I have to. Why? I wouldn't leave you hanging like that. As much as I would rather have a fucking root canal than watch another goddamn Sixers game, I gotta give you this. I have to. So listen, I'm doing a charity event later today, and then I gotta work after that. So I actually woke up early. I set my alarm and woke up early just so I could come up here and make this podcast for you, my beloved subscribers. It's almost over, guys. We're almost done. It's almost over. We're almost done with this nightmare of a season, this nightmare of an NBA restart. There's only one game left. We're almost done. It's almost over. Are we actually going to go back? Are we actually going to turn on our TVs and watch the last game of this? Are we actually going to do that to ourselves? Of course we are. It's an abusive relationship. We just keep coming back. We know we shouldn't be here. We know we should have left a long time ago. We know we're only hurting ourselves by doing this, but we're coming right back. We have to. It's a bad car accident. We can't stop looking. It's an ugly girl with nice cleavage. We know it's ugly, but we have to look. Before we get into the intricacies, of course, we have to go over the Trey Burke watch. Last night on the Dallas Mavericks bench, he scored 10 points in 16 minutes, and the Mavericks benched him for the rest of the game. Why does everyone hate Trey Burke? Luka Doncic sprained his ankle. I see Trey Burke hit a three from the top of the key to bring the game within 10 points. I'm like, Trey Burke's going to lead the Mavs to victory. Here we go. And the last 5 minutes of the game, he didn't get on the floor. You're telling me you'd rather have Tim Hardaway Jr. and Seth Curry out there? Trey Burke is a certified bucket getter. When is somebody going to put some respect on this guy's name? If anybody out there can find me a Trey Burke Sixers jersey, I will pay a lot of money for it. I need it. I absolutely need it. I love watching the guy play. He's a miniature Allen Iverson to me. He's not as good as Allen Iverson, not even close. He's the Walmart Allen Iverson. He's the save-a-lot, great value Allen Iverson. What's not to love about Trey Burke? I just can't figure out why nobody will give the guy a chance. Trey Burke's shooting 43% from three on the season, by the way, which is hilarious because the Sixers have nobody that can shoot over -0, and we cut a guy like that. He was actually the highest. He had the highest three-point percentage on the roster when the Sixers cut him. That's just unexcusable to me. So the Sixers are up late in the fourth quarter. They're up by 4. One of my coworkers is like, bro, are the Sixers going to pull off a game? Are the Sixers... No. Haven't you watched this movie before? Haven't you been here before? No, they're not going to win. Are you serious? Just wait for the collapse. Just wait for it. The Sixers are building 7 in the 9/11 attack. You know it's coming down. The heat's all around it. It's any moment it's going to implode and perfect implosion, by the way. You're going to tell me Tower 7 wasn't taken down? Conspiracy theories, here we go. Brett Brown and Elton Brand should honestly be ashamed of themselves. They really should. They should totally be ashamed of themselves. If you really think about this, I see the craziest things when it comes to Philadelphia sports, and you do too. We all see the craziest things when it comes to Philadelphia sports. But if you looked at the team from 2017, and all of the assets and all of the cap space and all of the draft picks, and this is what you did with it? You took all of that, and this is what you gave the people. How could you fuck up this bad? How? It's almost like, I swear to God, I could put a 10-year-old in charge of these assets and draft picks who plays 2K. I could put a 5-year-old as his head coach. I could put a girl who does makeup on YouTube and knows absolutely nothing about sports in charge of the roster, and it wouldn't be this bad. You almost have to deliberately do this. This is so bad. You almost have to do this on purpose. I don't feel like you can even accidentally do something this bad. So that's it. That's it. Brett Brown with his damn little fucking annoying Boston accent is in cahoots with Boston. They set this up to sabotage the Sixers franchise from the inside out. That's it. That's it. Free agency started. JJ Reddick left as fast as physically possible. I'm telling you, I was looking at my phone. Free agency is about to start at 4 p.m. 4:01 o'clock. JJ Reddick signs with the Pelicans. He wanted nothing to do with this franchise anymore. And he's a stand-up guy. He's a businessman. He won't say it. He won't talk bad on anyone's name. But JJ Reddick wanted out of here ASAP. Jimmy Butler wanted a max contract and also wanted Brett Brown gone. Jimmy Butler wanted absolutely nothing to do with Brett Brown for all of the reasons that we're seeing unfold in front of us. Jimmy Butler could not stand how soft this guy is. He could not stand how soft this organization is run. He could not stand how fucking soft the environment is in this locker room, on this team. He said, get me the hell out of here. So you're telling me I get to leave Philadelphia, the concrete jungle where Brett Brown and I don't even want to be, and I get to go live with some palm trees around me and beautiful beaches and women in bikinis in a mansion in Miami and play for a better team? I can't sign fast enough. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of other teams. I look at other teams and I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. You got Duncan Robinson's out here bombing threes. You got ball handling scorers like Damian Lillard or Ja Morant or anybody else. Any other team has a combination of skill sets. And the Sixers front office thought, let's have the tallest team in the NBA. Let's have no ball handlers. Let's have no shooters. Let's just have the tallest team in the NBA, and we'll dominate everybody. We'll shut everybody down defensively, and we will dominate with our size. That is the stupidest fucking thing I have ever heard in my entire life. It's not a goddamn high jump competition. It's not a vertical leap competition. This is not a circus where let's get all the 7-footers together and put them in front of the circus like some. It's a basketball team. What the fuck were you thinking? Oh my God. It's a poorly run business. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like an office job, but everyone has the same job, you know? There's not a CEO, a marketing specialist, an IT guy, a graphic designer, all these people, an accountant, all these people that work together with their own skill sets to accomplish one goal. No, the Sixers have 6 accountants. They don't have a graphic designer. They don't have a CEO in charge. They don't have a maintenance guy that's going to come clean. And they have all the same position, jammed in the same cubicle. Brett Brown said, we don't have any kick-a-chair. We don't have any kick-a-chair type guys. We don't have any kick-a-chair type guys in the locker room. I know a kick-a-chair type guy that you had. I know a kick-a-chair type guy that you had in the locker room. And he wanted out of here he wanted out of here as fast as possible. I know a kick-a-chair type guy that you had. He wanted nothing to do with you. And then Brett Brown wants to, at the end of this game or during this game, wants to act all fired up, walking on the court, yelling at the refs, yelling at his players, kicking a chair on the way out, on the way to the locker room. Are you kidding me, Brett Brown? That's the angriest I've seen you in 7 seasons. 7 seasons! That's the angriest I've seen you. You waited this long to show some emotion? I'm sorry, it came off as fake to me. You waited this long. You waited till the game before you know damn well you're about to be fired to show some emotion on the sideline. You disgust me. Don't lie to me, Brett Brown. Don't fake it. So the story of this game is that we shot like shit. 6 for 18, 5 for 17, 6 for 18. Josh Richardson, 3 for 11 from 3. 11 threes. Josh Richardson shot 11 threes. Like this. With his quirky sideways Lonzo Ball, ugliest, stupid-looking jump shot I've ever seen. He shot 11 threes. Give me a fucking break. I've never seen so many players miss wide open shots like this Sixers team. I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen it. These are professional NBA players. Professional NBA players. For the most part, if you leave NBA players wide open, they're going to make the shot. NBA players shoot 35 or 40% from 3, mainly because of defensive intensity, forcing them off their spots, messing up their rhythm. If they were wide open all the time, they would probably shoot 80 or 90%. Did you ever watch an NBA player in a practice or a warm-up? They hardly ever miss a shot when they're wide open. Sixers? They brick so many wide. I don't understand it. I can find a kid literally down the street in this town that can make a wide open NBA 3. And Tobias Harris and Josh Richardson and these guys can't make wide open shots. Tobias Harris has not made a 3-pointer in this entire series. That is amazing. That's unbelievable. A max contract guy, and we know he's not worth a max contract. He's not the go-to guy with a blah, blah, blah. I know that. And then you get in the comments, DJ Eastwood, we signed him because of this, and this. He's not a contract guy. I know that. What I'm saying is you're being paid all that money, and you can't make a single 3-pointer the entire series. That's unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. One thing really bothers me when people talk about Brett Brown, because they always say how nice of a guy he is. They always say it. They always say it. Everybody that wants to criticize him, Stephen A. Smith or anybody else, they always say, before they criticize, they always say, now don't get me wrong, I think he's a nice guy. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a great guy. But why do we keep doing that? Nobody gives a shit. This is the NBA. This is a business of who is a good coach and who is not. It's not the fucking Nobel Peace Prize contest. I don't care who's a nice guy and who's not a nice guy. Somebody said in the comments one time, why do Sixers fans hate nice guys? Sixers fans hate Nelson Aguilar. He's such a nice guy. I don't give a damn. I need a guy that can catch a ball in the end zone. I'm not in the business of nice guys. Fuck you. I do feel bad for him a little bit. Because if you really think about it, he came here, took this coaching job when the Sixers were very bad, and spent years of his life probably expecting to eventually get good players and be a winning coach and take this franchise to the hilltop and be renowned as this NBA championship head coach. He probably dreamed about it at night. And the reality is, he just has no fucking idea what he's doing. He's just not a good NBA coach at all. That's just the reality, and he has to live with that now. That's why he's crying on the sideline, kicking chairs like a little kid. Honestly, at the end of the day, these are just better players. The Celtics have better players, bro. Look at our bench. Look at our bench. Alec Burks, who came from the tanking Warriors. Mike Scott. Furkan Korkmaz. This is our bench. This is our bench. You actually thought you were going to accomplish something in the NBA with Furkan Korkmaz and Mike Scott coming off your bench. You have to be shitting me. You have got to be shitting me. if you thought something was going to happen with that roster. That's just ridiculous. Other teams have bucket getters coming off their benches. Lou Williams, Wesley Matthews. Other teams have bucket getters coming off their benches. We don't have any. I mean, we had James Ennis and Trey Burke, who are certified better than any player on this bench. You cut two guys who are better bench players than anybody on this bench. That doesn't make sense. They're just better players. We don't have a Kemba Walker. We don't have a Marcus Smart, a glue guy that's going to hustle every play, dive on the floor, take charges. We don't have a Marcus Smart. We don't have a Kemba Walker, a floor general that can run pick and rolls and distribute the ball from the top of the key. We don't have anything like these players. You guys got into comments a couple months ago when I was saying this, or a couple weeks ago when I said we have no shot in this series. Oh, you're such a hater. Why don't you have a little bit of faith? Because I'm not in church. That's why. I'm not in church. That's why I don't have faith. I'm watching a basketball game with two basketball teams. I'm thinking logically with my brain and lining up the two teams and being realistic with myself about who is better. If you actually sat here lying to yourself before this series, giving yourself false hope that the Sixers might win this series, you either have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to sports, or you're a liar. You're a liar. You lie to your wife, you lie to your kids, and you lie to yourself. You're a fucking liar. I don't know what to tell you. I am looking forward to not having to watch Daniel Tice play basketball for a little while. I absolutely can't stand the guy. He's a nice player, nice center to have. You know, I mean, doesn't have an offensive game at all. Can't really defend Joel Embiid, but you know, he's better than Enes Kanter, so you know you can put him in there, and he plays hard. I'll give him that. Daniel Tice is so annoying when it comes to foul calls. This guy argues every single call in existence. Mark Zumoff said last game, it seems Daniel Tice is one of those players that has never committed a personal foul in his entire career. Every single call, he's at he walks over to the ref. Shut up! Alec Burks is the only player that scored points on the bench. One single guy. One guy scored points off the bench. One. And it's Brett Brown's fault. It's single-handedly Brett Brown's fault. Elton Brand tried to give you bench players. He tried to give you bench players. You said no. In the offseason, we knew our bench sucked. We said we, meaning people that know basketball, not Brett Brown, but we said we need a bucket getter off the bench. We need a spark off the bench, a guy that can come in and dribble and shoot and score. And Elton Brand went in his office and he said, I'm going to sign Trey Burke. He said, Brett, I'm going to sign Trey Burke. I'm going to give you a certified bucket getter, little spark off your bench. I'm going to sign Trey Burke. I'm going to do that for you. And Brett Brown said, no, I don't want Trey Burke. I don't want a certified spark off the bench bucket getter. I want Raul Neto. I want a certified post-entry pass specialist who can't dribble, can't shoot, can't defend, can't do anything else. I want a guy that can't do anything. That's what I want. I don't like sparks off the bench, offensive players who can score points. I don't want that. Everyone needs to be fired. Everyone. It's not just the Fire Brett Brown podcast anymore. It's the Fire Everyone podcast. Can Josh Harris fire himself? Can Josh Harris fire himself? Can an owner fire himself? Like, I really wish he could. I know that's selling the team. I wish he would sell the team. If Josh Harris is actually the person that decided Elton Brand, an inexperienced guy who played center for the Sixers, should run the entire front office, and those guys together decided that Brett Brown should stay the Sixers head coach for another season, Josh Harris has no idea what he's doing. And why would he know what he's doing? This is how ownership works. You don't have to know a damn thing about basketball to own a basketball team. You just have to have enough money to purchase it. It's crazy if you really think about it. You can buy a basketball team if you have enough money. And now you're in charge of making the decisions. You're totally unqualified to make those decisions. You just had enough money to buy the team. So you're supposed to hire an experienced general manager who knows what he's doing, who can run your team. What if the Sixers don't fire Brett Brown? Just think about that for a second. What if the Sixers actually decide, no, you know what? We need to shake up the roster. We need to try to get rid of some of these contracts. We made some mistakes, but it's not Brett's fault, and he deserves a eighth chance. What if Brett Brown actually comes back next season? I won't watch it. I'm telling you right now, I won't watch it. I won't watch it. I won't do these podcasts. I won't watch the team. I will not watch it. I'll go root for a different team, or I'll just watch baseball and hockey, and I won't watch it. And I know for a fact that a large majority of season ticket holders will not buy season tickets again if Brett Brown comes back. Josh Harris has to know that. He absolutely has to know that. You're looking at a lot of money here, and you're a money guy. He has to know things have to change or the fans are going to retaliate. That's all I got for you guys, man. My name is DJ Eastwood. Run it back home. The most brutally honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people don't like the truth. We only have one more game until they put us out of our misery. One more game. One more pathetic, horrible game to watch until they put us out of our misery. And I'm predicting that Brett Brown's going to go all in. He's going to go out with a bang, and he's going to play Hollow Neto 48 minutes. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Take care of yourselves, man. Peace.